Hi, this is Garrett with Gwydion Reviews, and it is time for a review of the new Brittany Howard album, What Now? Former Alabama Shakes frontwoman Brittany Howard is back with her second solo studio album. Her first project, Jamie, came out all the way back in 2019, and while I'm not crazy about that record, it's still a really cool combination of rock, soul, R&B, singer-songwriter, and psychedelia. With What Now, Brittany continues to dabble in these genres while adding doses of funk and blues in the mix. As a result, you get a really cool project. What makes me prefer this project over her last is that Brittany does a better job of balancing experimentation and song structures. Because of this, you get something that's a lot more focused, as no one song feels out of place. The songwriting is a lot tighter this time around, and there are some great hooks in the mix. On top of that, you get some truly standout tracks, especially the singles. The title track was the first single released for this project, and it is a jam. The steady groove, the sick guitar riff, and the soulful vocals make this a funky, fantastic time. Speaking of soulful vocals, the high notes that Brittany hits on Red Flags are sensational, and the ethereal instrumentation makes it a stunning track. Then there's Prove It To You, which is the closest thing to a club banger this album has to offer, and it's great. I also really like Earth Sign and Samson, which are both great ballads. My biggest problem with this album is how inconsistent the production is. Don't get me wrong, sometimes it's really good. Other times it sounds like a cluttered, sloppy mess. On tracks like Another Day, Patience, and Power to Undo, there is way too much going on sonically to the point of making those tracks hard to listen to. I think if Brittany stripped things back even a little bit, they would be a lot more palatable. Also, I have mixed feelings on the song To Be Still. It's a nice ballad, but it sounds unfinished as it pretty much ends right when the track starts to progress. It's a bit disappointing. But overall, I thought this album was pretty good. If you want some solid rock and soul with a powerhouse of a singer, then you should absolutely give this a shot. I'm not in love with What Now, but I do think it's a big step up from Jamie, and it makes me excited to see what she does next. 7 out of 10.